What's going on, everybody? It's your boy SoraLifeStory here, bringing you guys a brand new video. I have a gameplay video coming up after this, pretty much like the part 2 of this, I would say. And yeah, it's gonna be like pretty much right after this, and this is gonna be like pretty much my last video on this topic. I'm gonna say this: third parties should be happy with the Wii U. Third parties should be putting more games on the Wii U. And I know a lot of you people are going to come out and say, oh, I'm just damage control and all this other stuff and whatnot. But, yeah. It's how I'm going to say this. So, as, like, I've noticed a lot in the game community lately, there's been, like, a lot of shit going down, you know. And then, like, especially with this shit about Watch Dogs being delayed on the Wii U. And you know about like things being delayed on the Wii U. It's either probably gonna get canceled later, or it's just gonna either be a GIMP port, or it's not gonna have a lot of sales, right? And niggas are mad at Wii U owners, the Wii U owners, for not buying these games, right? They're okay, though. They talk shit because they're fine, okay? Like, I have a PS3, 360, and a Wii U right now, right? And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a broke ass nigga. I have not bought a lot of games. I do not have a lot of games. I'm a broke ass nigga. I don't even make a fucking income. I don't even have a job or anything, right? I'm a broke ass nigga, right? But just because I'm a broke ass nigga don't mean I don't know quality. And let me tell you something. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing about me being a broke ass nigga. I'm only gonna buy quality, and I'm only gonna buy things that I like. Okay, and that's pretty much any gamer. I'm gonna buy things that I like. Niggas are okay because they don't have to worry about shit with the Wii U. Okay, niggas on other systems, they are going to get everything. They're going to get the DLC, all that stuff, right? They're not gonna get a gimped and shitty version, right? And it's like Ubisoft is really like shooting themselves in the foot at delaying the Watch Dogs Wii U version. Cause you know what that means? That means they're not putting nearly as much effort into the Wii U version as they are the other versions. Every time Wii U owners and like Nintendo owners and just anyone hears good news about developers actually putting in effort on the fucking games, these niggas get excited. And they're like, I'm gonna buy this shit. Because niggas actually putting in an effort. Okay? When after getting all these gimped ass ports with fucking frame rate drops that aren't even worth it, because the Wii was more powerful than the Xbox 360 and the PS3, and it's getting the same games, yet the Wii U has these frame rate drops. It can't even have a stable frame rate. And it's not because of the hardware. It's not. Because the games will look better graphically, but the frame rate will be shit. Which clearly shows bad optimization, bad effort. Okay? Like, and it's like, these niggas talking about sales and shit. I remember Shokyo, he made a video a while back, like, sometime, I think in the summer of last year, talking about, like, was Ubisoft lying about, like, the zombie U sales and shit. And he had some good points, and he even look up the sales numbers. Like, was Ubisoft lying about the zombie U sales numbers? And the zombie U sales were pretty damn good, right? And like, these companies always complain about sales and all this shit. First off, you gotta look at the install base. Look at the install base and the number of copies sold. Also, you gotta remember, almost all these sales that are being counted, they aren't counting digital sales. Simple as that. No digital sales are counted in any of this shit, right? Like, they don't give any of the digital sales, right? So yeah. And it's just so fucking stupid. And I'm like, you know what? Third parties should be happy with this console. And we got niggas in this community talking about, I don't give a fuck about financials, and then they talk about the financials of another company and talking about the money that third party games make off the Wii U and stuff like this and how many copies sold and all this, right? But let me say something about that. Niggas talking about the power and all this shit, Wii U not next gen, all this stuff. And the Wii U is next gen. Not even, I mean, just based alone on the time that it released. But the Wii U is powerful enough as a next gen console. It's capable of retail games being 1080p native, 60 frames per second. And it has games that are coming out at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Because that's like all niggas care about. But they really don't even understand any of this shit. Because resolution doesn't mean shit. This just means sharper picture quality. That's it. That's all the resolution means, is sharper picture quality. Would you rather sacrifice resolution and have more details and shit in the game? Shit that people would actually give a fuck while playing the game, because no one's going to be paying attention. I mean, there's upscalers in every single machine, and they're good as these machines upscale. Your TV is upscale pretty damn good. So resolution doesn't even mean shit. Shit is gonna still appear clear and able to read, right? Resolution don't mean shit anymore. Would you rather sacrifice resolution for better frame rate and more details, more particle effects, and all this shit in games? But niggas don't know shit about that. They don't know shit about that, because all they care about is 1080p, 60 frames per second. 1080p, 60 frames per second is godly. 1080p, 60 frames per second is fucking next gen. But 1080p done been around since goddamn 2006. It's over a decade ago now. Almost a decade. Since 2006. 1080p has been around. But 1080p is like goddamn godly, especially for game consoles. Oh shit. But 1080p been on PC since goddamn 06, maybe even earlier, right? Yeah. But that's enough about that. Back to what I was saying about why third parties should be happy with the Wii U. Third parties should be fucking dick riding Wii U. Cause guess you guys know who we lost. We lost THQ. And a lot of people say THQ this and that. THQ was a good company, guys. You gotta understand, THQ was a good company. THQ was the middleman company. THQ was that company that made the games that were like in the middle. They weren't bad, but they weren't amazing. They were in between AAA and they were in between the very shitty games. They just made games like that. That's what THQ was. They published games like that and they made games like that. That's what THQ was, right? They didn't have to have these high development costs and all that. They just were the middleman game, right? But now we have THQ gone. Companies like THQ and Midway and all this stuff that were gone last generation because of development costs and all this stuff, they're gone. So now it's just AAA. It's just bad games, and the only middleman now is the indies. That's why everyone's trying to get all on this indie hype. Look at Sony and Nintendo. Sony and Nintendo, especially the Wii U, is really looking like a fucking heavy-ass indie place. A heavy-ass place for indies. And niggas talking about the power of consoles and shit, and graphical capabilities and all this. The Wii U should be the perfect console for these third parties. The Wii U should be their first console they are developing for. Because y'all niggas talking about graphics and all this shit, but y'all niggas don't understand. This shit costs money. It's gonna cost them a lot more money. Okay? If a game does not sell well, is made for the PS4 or the Xbox One, shit is gonna be crucial. We could have more companies that close down. Why? Because of high ass development costs. Because they keep trying to push and make all these new engines and all this shit. Look, it takes time. Time equals labor, and labor equals money. Simple as that. Okay? And these games are gonna cost a hell of a lot more to make, especially on for the PS4 and Xbox One, especially since all these companies think people care about is graphics, and that's all you niggas give them, because that's all you niggas say in comment sections and forums, all these places. All you give a fuck about is lemons that look like Lambos. That's all you care about, is lemons that look like Lambos. Because what's the first thing that come out of everyone's mouth when they first play a game? Graphics. But especially you niggas out there, all y'all talk about is the graphics. The first thing that anyone says, any gamer says when it first came out, damn, these visuals are great. But any other person, any gamer, that shit wears off. Okay, the game is pretty. What more do you have to say about it? You don't have shit else to say, because that's all it is. A pretty face slapped over
it's
shit.
2 o'clock.
A pretty face slapped over shit. Would you rather have... Look, Nintendo, and look, niggas talking about like the Wii U. Some even probably saying the Wii U is hard to develop for. It's not a flexible console. The Wii U is easy to develop for. All these developers said this shit at launch. Y'all niggas talking about Nintendo did not make this a third-party console. Nintendo went to third parties with this thing when it was first coming, when they first revealed and all this shit. You guys remember this. You know this. You remember this. We've all seen this. Nintendo went to third parties. They made this console for third parties as well. But now niggas saying, oh, because of PS4 and Xbox One. No. No. The Wii U is not a cell architecture, guys. It's not a cell, okay? The Wii U is easy to develop for. Especially a lot of niggas talking about, well, the Wii U is just a more powerful Wii with higher clock rates and all this shit and a triple core processor, and it's just a up-powered GameCube. First off, no, it's not. But it shares the same design choices as the GameCube. The GameCube was made with other developers in mind, not just Nintendo. Okay? The GameCube was made of other developers in mind. The same thing with the Wii. People just say it wasn't just the up-powered GameCube, but it was made with the same mindset of the GameCube, and it was a very updated architecture from the GameCube. Now it wasn't just an up-powered GameCube. It was highly updated and customized for its own hardware, but it shared the same mindset when created as a GameCube, and it shares some architectural things, but it's a lot more updated for modern uses and stuff like that. The same goes for the Wii U. It's a lot more updated for modern tool sets and games and stuff like that. And it was developed in the same mindset as the GameCube. Something easy to develop for. To increase the time so developers can make games faster. Why do you think it's so easy for these developers to just copy and paste games on the Wii U and throw them on there, and they have frame rates up and down all over the place? But y'all know this, the Wii U doesn't have screen tearing, okay? Every Wii U game has fucking VSync. No Wii U game has screen tearing at all, none, right? And I'm just trying to say this, third parties should be all over this system. Because what are they gonna do when they release these PS4 and these Xbox One games that no one buys? Especially these Japanese developers. And I'm not even saying a lot of Japanese developers are hiding from the Wii U. It's mainly only one company. Only one. You guys know what that is. That's Square Enix. Boy, Square Enix is going to be in for a blow. I'm not doubting the quality of KH3 and Final Fantasy 15 because I'm amazing fan of both those series. But those games are very niche in the Western market. Look at a game like Monster Hunter, okay? Monster Hunter is fucking the glory hole in Japan, okay? Monster Hunter is like a glory hole in Japan. You come over to the West, and like UK and stuff like that, Monster Hunter does not get the love it deserves. But Monster Hunter is a very great series. A lot of people just say, oh, it's just hack and slash. No. You gotta play Monster Hunter to know Monster Hunter. Simple as that. But it works for all these other games, right? And I'm not doubting that these games won't sell well on the PS4. Of course they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell pretty good on the PS4 because that's where the fan bases are of those games. Xbox One, I don't know about that KH3 on Xbox One. But that's all besides the point. What I'm really just trying to say is the Wii U is like the perfect place that they should be at. Because even if the sales numbers for the Wii U aren't PS4 and Xbox One sales numbers, for the development costs that it would take for it to be ported to the Wii U, or even just to be the Wii U be the lead console, right? The amount of money it would take, it would not be as much money, right? But no, niggas don't understand. They don't understand this. And maybe you guys can go ahead and say I'm a Nintendo fanboy, which I am not, because I am extremely pro Sony. Go through my videos. Maybe my like past 30 videos won't tell you, but nigga, I'm pro Sony. I'm the Sony fanboy in me is very deep down, but I've kind of left it because of the Sony fan base is it's really changed. But I'm very pro Sony, so you can call me a Nintendo fanboy, but I'm not. I'm just simply stating what I believe is fact, and no, it's not fact. I'm just stating my own opinion. I'm stating my opinion. That is a very educated and a very smart opinion. Not fact, just an educated opinion. Don't take this as onions. Don't take it as anything else. I'm just stating my opinion. I know this video was very fucking long. I know I may sound a little sick. I know this has been very fucking stuffy. I don't know why. I'm not really sick though, but it's just been stuffy. But yeah, I don't know why they're not fucking with this console. Look at the indie developers. All the indie developers like this shit is was developed for. Niggas at Shinnin, it can't be that weak. The Wii U can't be that weak if niggas at Shinnin using 4K to 8K textures, which I don't know. They text like the resolution of the textures, right? They're 48K. That's what they're saying. Like the Wii U isn't capable of like the output, the HDMI output. I don't think it's capable of like 4K output, but they're using 4K to 8K textures on this shit, right? So yeah, that's all I'm saying. This is SoraLifeStory checking out. I'll see you guys later. Peace. This is just my last little thing on Wii U and third parties, and I have another video coming up. We're gonna have some gameplay on that one, cause you know, I'm a gaming channel. I've really kind of been off that lately. But yeah, this is SoraLifeStory checking out. I'll see you guys later. Peace. And yeah.